Hello students, today we are going to go through the first chapter of your computer textbook one more time as that study material was already provided to you last week. The topic of the chapter is Operating System and Graphical User Interface, Role and Functions. Computers, as we all know, are electronic machines which perform specific tasks according to a set of instructions or programs given to them by us. It works with an interaction of hardware and software. So let us talk about the first term, that is hardware. It refers to physical parts of a computer that you can touch and feel. For example, monitor, keyboard, mouse, printer, etc. We can actually touch all these components of the computer system. So few examples are shown in the picture. The next thing that we are going to talk about is a software. A software refers to the set of programs which actually are set of instructions that tell the hardware what to do and how to do it. Remember, computer is just a machine. It comprises of physical components which are called hardware, but the hardware should know what has to be done. So this functionality is of software. Software is going to tell the hardware what to do and how to do it. For example, MS Word, Notepad, etc. So picture represents the examples of software. Remember, software is not a physical component. It is not a physical part, but it is stored on a physical medium such as a CD, a DVD, pen drive, or hard disk. Let us talk about an example. A mobile phone is a hardware, and all the applications which are stored in it are called software. Without the applications, phone is simply a plastic case, and without the hardware, that means the mobile phone, these applications cannot be used. So we can say both hardware and software depend on each other, or in other words, they are interdependent. Let us talk about the types of software now. There are two types of software. The first one is called an application software. An application software is a set of programs designed to perform some specific type of job. For example, MS Word, which is used to create documents, MS Paint, which is used to draw, to paint, etc. The second category of software is called a system software. Now it is a set of programs which takes care of all the working of a computer system. For example, operating system, etc. Now a system software can be further classified into the following categories. Number one, an operating system. It can be a language processor, then device drivers, and then the utility software. All these classifications are for system software. Now let us talk about the main topic of the chapter, that is an operating system. An operating system is an example of a system software like we have seen in the previous slide. It acts as an interface. Now what actually an interface means? It is like a medium or a channel in between the user and the computer. So an operating system acts like an interface between the user and the computer. The computer interprets the instruction. It translates the instructions given by the user with the help of an operating system. Hence, the operating system acts as a central coordinator between the hardware and software. It is a kind of link in between hardware and software. It is going to be a part of communication. It is going to let them communicate with each other. So the question comes, what is the need of an operating system? So to start our work on the computer system, we have to use its hardware and software utilities. Here comes the role of an operating system. When we switch on the CPU, then the booting operation takes place. Now what is this booting operation? It is the loading of operating system into the memory of computer. So whenever we switch on the CPU, the booting has to take place in which the operating system will be loaded into the memory of computer. The operating system then starts coordinating with all the hardware and software utilities so that the user can use all of these. So in this diagram, if you see on your screen, we have a rectangular box containing human users. So the human users actually interact with the operating system. If you see, an operating system helps the users to communicate with the hardware. In between, the application software and the other system softwares also come into picture. So the crux of the story is that the users can interact with the computer hardware with the help of an operating system. So that makes operating system a very important factor. So we require operating system, we need operating system in order to work with a computer system. Let us talk about certain features or the functions of an operating system. Before we start with it, let us talk about the most popular operating system that are used nowadays. We have Windows and a number of versions like Windows 7, Windows 8, Windows 10. Then we have Mac operating system, which is from Apple, and we have Linux. So there are many other operating systems. Most operating systems have certain features and functions in common. Let us discuss few of them. The first function or the first feature of an operating system is processor management. It acts as a processor management. The operating system ensures that all the processes or applications which are running in the computer system receive enough time from the processor to function properly. So equal distribution of time is done by the operating system for all the applications that are running in the computer. The second function of operating system is for memory storage and management. An operating system manages the sharing of internal memory among the multiple applications which are getting executed in the computer. The third function is the provision of user interface. We have discussed it in the previous slides also. An operating system provides a systematic user interface which facilitates the interaction between a user and a computer. So operating system actually act as a channel in between the user and computer. The fourth one is job control. A user can communicate with the operating system by using a standard set of system commands. We call these commands as JCL, job control language. So operating system controls each and everything which is happening in the computer system, and that is why it is taken as an example of a system software. Now after this explanation of few of the topics taken from the chapter, I'm coming up with an assignment for you, and in this assignment you need to answer the given questions neatly in an interleaf notebook. That means you have to start your work in a fair notebook this time. Remember, you have to understand the theory given to you, the explanation provided by me today in this module, and I believe you will be able to answer these questions. The first question says, define the following terms with two examples each. You need to define all the three parts of this question: hardware, software, operating system. And you need to give two examples which are already mentioned in the explanation. The second question is, explain why we need an operating system. I've already explained it to you. So you can always take the help of the theory given in this module, or you can write it in your own words. Question number 3 is, explain any two functions of an operating system. We have discussed few of the functions, I think 4 of them. So you can mention any two functions and you need to explain those functions also for an operating system. Last but not least, question number 4 is, what is a system software? Into how many categories can it be classified? You need to name the categories also. So it is very well given in the explanation part. So students, this is your assignment for the day, and you need to start your work in a fair notebook with the heading of the chapter. The topic of the chapter is already given in the slide, in the starting slide, so you can take the heading and you start with your fair work. Till we meet the next time, take care of yourself and stay safe. Thank you.